Nuclear criticality safety practices, administrative practices, other administrative practices. From International Atomic Energy Agency, link in the description below. Standard N16.1 recommends additional administrative practices. Before a new operation with fissionable materials is begun or before an existing operation is changed, it shall be determined that the entire process will be subcritical under both normal and credible abnormal conditions. This requirement interacts strongly with the technical practices, especially the double contingency principle and geometry control. In some cases, it may be desirable to report in situ neutron multiplication measurements to confirm the subcriticality of proposed configurations. Guidance for safety in performing such measurements appears in the American National Standard for Safety in Conducting Subcritical Neutron Multiplication Measurements in situ. Operations with fissionable materials shall be governed by written procedures. All persons participating in these operations shall be familiar with the procedures. The movement of fissionable materials shall be controlled. Appropriate labels and signs shall identify the materials and specify the controlling limits on the inventory within each area of the plant subject to procedural control. Events suggest that proper labeling would have prevented the Wood River Junction plant criticality accident. Of course, movement of fissionable materials is included in the operations to be governed by written procedures. Deviations from procedures and unforeseen alterations in process conditions that affect criticality safety shall be investigated promptly and action shall be taken to prevent a recurrence. It is expected that the preventive action, which might include modification of procedures, will be implemented before routine process operations are resumed. Operations shall be reviewed frequently to ascertain that procedures are being properly followed and that process conditions have not been altered so as to affect the nuclear criticality safety evaluation. These reviews shall be conducted in consultation with operating personnel by individuals who shall be knowledgeable in nuclear criticality safety. It is recommended that, to the extent practicable, the persons conducting the review not be immediately responsible for the operations. Again, this recommendation is tempered to avoid penalizing small, inflexible operations or forcing a change in a demonstrably successful organization. Emergency procedures shall be prepared and approved by management. Organizations, local and off-site, that are expected to respond to emergencies shall be made aware of conditions that might be encountered. Further, it is recommended that assistance be offered to those organizations for the preparation of suitable emergency response procedures.